Hello people, this is Average Adam and I'm doing something a little bit different today. Um, I'm not going to be actually playing a game and showing it as I play it. I want to do just a bit of discussion about the game as a whole and about a couple things that I've learned over the course of playing through this alpha, which I've been playing for a couple months now. Um, One of the big things that I've noticed, team comps are not the strongest suit of this game. There are a lot of issues right now with the matchmaking system as far as making balanced teams every single time. The biggest issue I've seen with that would be not giving a balanced team to both sides because of healers, DPS, and tanks being unbalanced among both teams. One of the biggest issues that I've seen is a team will have more than one healer or more than one tank, or a team won't have any tanks, or a team will have all assassins, or a team will have uh, all specialist minions. The matchmaking system does have in place some things to prevent that from ever happening, but they're going to happen regardless. I don't know if it's a bug in the system or if it's not optimized for when people make parties and go together, because I have seen full healer teams which are just a bit difficult to handle. They're not supposed to be able to be created, but they happen nonetheless. So that's one thing I think needs to be fixed. I don't want this game to break into the meta. Like, it is nice that people can make their own teams and try to run with whatever they want to do, not necessarily what works best. But honestly, from what I've been seeing, even with the pro teams have been coming together and have actually started being creative for this game. And you know Blizzard's got a winner when they're already starting to create pro teams for it. So this is going to be an esport. But from what I've noticed as far as the pro teams, they're sticking to the traditional World of Warcraft style for team compositions. They're going to have one healer, one tank, and 3 DPS. And from what I'm noticing of people that have signed up to be in these teams, that's what they're going to run with. Every team's going to have a healer, every team's going to have a tank, and every team's going to have their DPS. Not that that's a bad thing. It'll help balance the teams out a little bit more. It might take longer to matchmake. But the fact that all the tank characters are classified as warriors, and a lot of the DPS can be classified as specialists or assassins. The whole description, I think, needs a little bit of revamping. The specialists are actually pretty well self-defined. Gazlo, Murky, Abathur, they're specialists in their own right, but Murky can be kind of played as an assassin. So what I think they need to do is they need to prevent, or at least the matchmaking system needs to be more wary of team combinations that will tip a team to the breaking point and cause them to be unkillable, essentially, and just not, there won't be anything you can really do about them. I get matched all the time with games that are just landslide defeats. In fact, when I'm making these videos, I can't use everyone I make. In fact, I have to throw away about I want to say 2/3 of the videos I make. I record them, but they're just not worth it because they're landslide defeats, and they're just kind of saddening, actually. So I think the matchmaking system needs a bit of work, and I apologize for all the still frames here. I'm capturing it from VLC Player. But the matchmaking system needs to prevent teams from having too many healers, having too many tanks, not having any tanks, having a team of all ranged, and all ranged teams are pretty ridiculous and difficult to deal with. But I just think it needs a bit of work, and I hope Blizzard sees this, or at least has been hearing it from the community, that matchmaking needs a lot of work, especially whenever the next patch comes out. I think it needs to be addressed and fixed. Another thing I want to talk about is this game is not League of Legends, and it is not Dota. In League of Legends, dying early pretty much sets the pace for the whole game. You know, your bot lane AD carry dies to their carry. That one extra kill, it snowballs the whole effect, and that you end up with an overpowered character that you just can't deal with. Their AD carry is so powerful, and you can't take them out. You can't kill them. You can't do anything. But one of the things that that this game is great about is levels are team-wide, so one little death actually doesn't amount to that much. Um, that being said, I don't notice as many people being upset over the fact when they can't kill anyone and they can't, win a game, or they can't win team fights and stuff. But I think the point I'm trying to make here is don't ever give up in this game. Just because the team's getting a lot of kills on you, it's not worth giving up on. There will be games that you will play, for those of you that aren't in the game and those of you that are and have experienced this, there are games you will play that you feel like your team is completely outclassed. And that may be the case, but what you need to understand is don't give up. You can always come back. With the changes they did to the system for when your team is actually behind in levels, you're able to catch up actually fairly easily. I think there's a cap of max of being over 3 levels above the other team, and it's pretty easy to actually come back from that and be able to just push ahead just by getting another kill or two. 1 kill or 2 kills will help you catch up a whole level, maybe even both the levels you need to be caught up in level. And just because your team can't get kills in the early game, wait till you get some more talents, because you'd be surprised. Once ultimates get unlocked at level 10, I've seen teams do a full 180. They just all of a sudden, their team's the better team, even though they've been losing the entire game. Not sure what that Abathur was doing there. But yeah, just never give up, because a few extra talents, a slow here on this talent, an extra knockback on that talent, it could make a world of difference, especially if your team was already losing. Never give up in this game. Also, if your team can't team fight, and the reason I'm doing it over this video is because this was an example of a video where our team could not win team fights. No matter what we did, it was near impossible. They had a lot of range, they had a really good healer, we just couldn't get through them. Now, if your team can't win team fights, don't engage in them. There are other ways to win this game besides engaging in fights all the time. I know this game pretty much encompasses and encourages team fights. This game is designed to keep people fighting each other. We're just taking a tower here, and all of a sudden here's Nova, and she wants to engage in a team fight, and that's great. That's going to keep the game more exciting and fun. But don't engage in team fights all the time if you know for a fact that your team cannot team fight. After a wipe or two, it's early on, that's not detrimental to the team, even in the late game. But you need to be able to know your strengths and know when your team cannot accomplish team fighting. And when that happens, you need to go do other things. There are other things you can do besides always engaging on top of the enemy team. You can always go push a lane. Run up to a lane real quick. Push the lane really heavily and go back to base before they have a chance to come over and gank you. If you keep them on their toes, keep them moving around, take a merc camp over here where they're not. Take an objective when they're busy killing someone else, or just be in a place that they don't expect you to be in. And have a little map awareness. A little map awareness makes a big difference too. But when you're down, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't team fight when you can't team fight. And especially, don't just throw your lives away. I've seen people just run in there and die, and run in there and die. And there's a couple examples of this in this video of me just trying my best to save my team that goes in, and it just doesn't happen because we don't have a way to defeat these guys. Another thing I want to point out, especially in this video where it was really done, if you pay attention to the Moradin player there, he is doing what every tank is supposed to do. He's supposed to be in the front lines, he's supposed to be taking the damage, zoning people out. Don't focus the tank. Please don't focus the tank, people. I mean, that rule's been around for forever, no matter what game you're playing. League of Legends, Dota players, you know this. Don't focus the tank. Work on the DPS, especially the ranged DPS. The AD carries, the Novas and the Valas that are in the back line. They're going to destroy you. While you're busy sitting there trying to poke at the tank that's in your face, what else are you going to be able to do? I mean, they're just going to focus you down while you're eating away at that tank that just won't die. And Moradin's a great tank, and he just doesn't die. You need to be able... By the way, there's a glitch right there with the coins. I wanted to point that out. For some reason, you get coins on this map when you kill those golems or the wraiths. But anyway, Don't focus the tank. Go for the squishies here. Catch people out of place like this one right here. If you can catch teammates out of place, that can make all the difference, just putting one of their teammates out of commission. Let's see. Another thing I want to talk about was the report feature. I've had a lot of games where, and this is going to happen, and I've been dreading it. One of the reasons I stopped playing League of Legends back in the day, the biggest reason I stopped playing League of Legends back in the day, is the community is horrible. I love the game. I played it for a long time. I owned all of the heroes. I think I own all of the heroes right now, and if not, I have the IP to buy the last one or two that came out, Braum and I think Nar's the newest one. But I love that game, but the community was garbage. I think the game is a little dated as well. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but the whole style of a 50-minute game, 40 to 50 minutes, stuck in this game with people who can't win, you're stuck in a downfall, and it puts you in this slump. This game is good. I like this game because the games are short. They're really short, they're really quick, and if you lose in a game, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. I mean, you'll be playing another one in a few minutes. It doesn't take forever to match up. The matchmaking system takes forever in League of Legends. You can very quickly rematch into a game and start over and maybe have a good game. But a lot of nights when I was playing League of Legends, I just left with a sour taste in my mouth. Not only because of bad teammates and stuff, but also because of really nasty people that I had to deal with, both teammates and trash-talking opponents alike. There is a report feature in this game, guys, and if we want to snuff out all this bad behavior before it gets too bad, because that's one of the biggest things I'm worried about, I really hope that they snuff out this issue and are very, very strict about it. If they can destroy this before it has a chance to grow and spread, because it's like an infection, essentially. That's why League of Legends refers to it as toxic players. In fact, I don't even think that League started that word, toxic players. I think players actually brought up toxic players as the idea, because they're toxic to your game environment. They're going to destroy your games. But when people are trash talking, are putting you down, are saying you don't have a chance, calling you garbage, you just gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt. And there is a report option in this game. You just hit the tab button and then block communication with them. After a game, you right click on their portrait during the stats and you can report them that way too. Don't feed the trolls. Please don't feed the trolls. We don't need this game falling apart. We really don't. So that was my rant about trolls and reporting players, and yeah, that's one of the big things I wanted to get off my chest, along with the whole don't give up, don't team fight when you can't team fight. I had a tutorial video a little ways back that was a good example of a game where we couldn't win team fights, but we came back. We most definitely came back. We disengaged every time they tried to engage on us, took mercenaries, I think it was on the coin level, and we were able to pretty much just push back and wait till a later game when we had better talents, when we were actually able to start team fighting, and we were able to win because of that. I mean, there's just so much that you can do to fix these issues. Another example here of focusing on the tank again. Everyone's still focusing on Moradin. I may have been guilty of that a little bit myself, but range people shouldn't be focusing the Moradin. It really should never be happening. The tank characters are just near impossible to kill. I'm not going to play this game completely in its entirety because it's going to be a loss. There's actually another, I think, 15 minutes in this game. It went on for almost a half hour. I told my team not to give up, and we probably could have won. There were a lot of points where there were mercenaries that we could have been taking that would have made a difference. Instead of continually trying to stop them from taking mercenary camps, there was a couple times we jumped on the point And jumping on the point is a good thing. Yes, sometimes it is great, but when it's just you, one person, jumping on that point to try to save that mercenary camp when it's going to get you killed, it's not worth it, people. It's just not worth it. Um, you're gonna die. They're gonna get the camp anyways. Look on your map to see if your friends are around you, and be vocal with your team. You know, try to tell them, hey, I'm over here, I'm doing this, I'm going this way. They put smart pings in here for a reason, and I don't type much in my games, but I do use the smart pings, and they are actually quite lovely. I mean, yes, they kind of copied it over from League, but yeah. So that was my rant about that. And now I want to talk about something else, the future of my channel. For those of you that still don't know or haven't noticed the tag on my channel, I'm partnered with TGN, the gaming network, and I am now earning revenue on my games, which is awesome. I hope to eventually make this a full-time job. And I'm very quickly starting to get that landslide effect, you know, when your games just your videos start to get up, you start to get a little bit more popular, and I think I'm about in that point right now. I'm at about 150 subscribers, and I'm really grateful to everyone that's been watching so far. I mean, I could not do this without you guys, literally, because I need viewers to be able to do this. I love that you guys are so vocal about what you like. You guys are giving me great ideas for combinations of heroes to play, and at the time of this video, let's see what's on my board right now. I want to do a Moonfire Malfurion build. There's a Gazlowe build I want to do with his stuns and his gravity bomb. I haven't done a full healer Lily build yet. A Psystorm Tacitor done correctly with all the talents and stuff. There is a Creep Tumor Zagara build I want to do, as well as another Tacitor build that's Force Wall oriented. And Force Wall is actually pretty cool. I didn't know it was only on a 12-second cooldown for an ultimate. That's pretty freaking awesome, and I look forward to using that some more. This build or game was I was gonna do a on-hit Arthas build, but that didn't really work out too well. But yeah, you guys will continue to get videos daily for Heroes of the Storm. I will make sure I have a video out every day as long as I can, unless the servers go down and I can't get a video made. But I will make sure to keep videos on this channel for Heroes of the Storm. Also Hearthstone. Some people say they really like my Hearthstone videos. I'm sorry I didn't finish up the Naxxramas beatdown thing. It wasn't getting that many views, and it did take a lot of time to set up. I'll continue to do deck spotlights of decks I make, not decks that other people have made. Though I do sometimes go into Hearthstone and I look at some decks and try them out. They give me ideas for decks, and I tweak them around a little bit. There's some coins again that should not be there. Yeah, I like to make my own decks in Hearthstone. I prefer the Priest class, they're my favorite. But I play all the classes. Aside from Rogue, I really don't like Rogue, unless it's a mill Rogue. But you'll continue to see videos for Hearthstone, deck spotlights. I'll try to do at least one a week for now. I'm not really sure what day fits the best, but I will for sure be doing more Hearthstone videos in the future. I'm also putting the word out there right now. If you guys know, or if anyone knows any casters or anything that want to do Heroes of the Storm videos or Hearthstone mini 3-on-3 decks, you know, with other people, I'd love to get in with some other internet personalities. And yeah, so spread the word with me, guys. I'd love to get out there and get in this community and do some videos with other people. If you got a really good mic and want to do a Hearthstone game with me, I would more than welcome it. I mean, if you guys want to do a 3v3 with me for a little, maybe even a mini tournament. I know tournaments take a long time to set up. Maybe a viewer tournament we could do, something like that. I don't know. It might work, it might not. I don't know. They don't have a good viewing system in Hearthstone right now as far as watching games in real time. It's supposed to be able to come in the future. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, though, because I'm a little worried about people screen watching. People doing these tournaments will always be watching. A lot of people will be streaming, and they'll be able to see your cards in your hand, and that could end up being really, really bad for the other team, or for the other player, because they'd be able to get help from the outside. Mind you, as long as they're not watching their chat for knowing what's going on, I don't suppose there's anything bad about it. But yeah, anyone that wants to do Hearthstone, if anyone is interested in a kind of a little mini tournament or wants to play against me, I only ask that you have a decent mic, please. One that won't get static, won't get air quality issues. Um, I had a couple people ask me about what mic I use. I bought the Blue Yeti, which is an absolutely amazing mic. I love it. It is the best mic I've ever owned. I got it on a little microphone stand that's attached to my desk, and I can move it around wherever I want with a little pop filter right in the front, help protecting my P's and T's and S's from, hissing a little too much. It is a great mic. You can get it for about $100 on Amazon. And anyone that's looking to get into this kind of streaming thing or wants to be able to make videos, I highly, highly, highly recommend you do it. Also, don't have any fans playing in the background, because I have just a little fan behind me that hopefully you guys can't hear right now. I don't think it's going to show, but sound quality is really important to me, and I want to make sure that the quality stays good. So if anyone wants to do videos with me who's got a decent mic, let me know. I'd be more than happy to. Please don't be rager though. As you can tell, I really don't like confrontation as far as raging and stuff. Just because I like to scream "Die Nova Die" in my videos does not make me a confrontational person. It means I like to have fun. But that sounded horrible. But please be of a decent personality and have a decent mic, and I'll gladly play some Hearthstone. Maybe I could do a weekly video with you guys. A weekly, hey, here's a 3v3 with one of my subscribers here, and we can do some Hearthstone games. You can try to beat me. I don't have any prizes to give out, unfortunately. I don't really have the money for it at this point. I am working a normal day job too, as I've mentioned before, so I don't have the time. Well, I have the time, a little bit of extra time here and there, but I don't have the money. I'm sinking a lot of money into this because I recently upgraded the microphone, I upgraded the computer, I upgraded all the things I need with the good video cards and stuff. It's not showing very good on this video because I'm capturing a VLC video, but so the quality probably looks really, really horrendous. But yeah, if you guys want to do community tournaments or whatnot, I would more than happily. I've probably said that like 10 times now. Kind of getting a little rambling. But there was one other thing. The Terraria videos that I was doing for a little while, I did stop doing them. A couple people were wondering where they went. They weren't getting a lot of views, unfortunately. I think for 6 or 7 videos I did, I had just over 100 views. And honestly, for a time constraint, I enjoyed doing them, playing with my friend RJ, but there just wasn't enough in it for me as far as views. I know that seems a little selfish, but 100 views for 7 videos that each were 15 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes long, I think. Yeah, about 10 to 20 minutes long. For only 100 views. And in these games, I could spend 20 minutes on a video and get 100 views on it every day when I pump it out. It wasn't worth the time it takes to make the video, to to convert the video, to upload the video, to get all the right annotations on it. It just took a long time to do. And honestly, I don't have the time for it. I got to do things that will most benefit my channel at this point. Eventually, I would like to get back into doing more of that kind of stuff. If you guys have any games that you want to see, I know I'm kind of focusing on Blizzard games right now. Blizzard is one of my favorite game companies, and I have played all their games. I played Diablo 3 for a long time. It did get stale, and I have stopped playing it, but I don't know if I'll get back into that again. Probably not for a long time. I think I got my fill of Reaper of Souls. It just got too grindy. And then Hearthstone I still play daily. Heroes of the Storm I play daily. At least a game or two when I can. And then World of Warcraft I played a lot of back in the day. I haven't played it in a long time, since about a month or two after Siege of Orgrimmar came out. I played it for a couple months and then I was pretty much done with it. I'll get back into it when Draenor comes out, which I believe is in November. I think it's the first week in November, first or second week. I'll play that. If you guys want to see Warlords of Draenor gameplay, let me know if you guys are even interested in that. It would be nice to know, because I need more things to do. I need more things to report on, and I want to know what you guys want to see. I mean, yeah, I got the Heroes of the Storm stuff, and I do that daily. I don't want to flood you guys with videos that you guys don't want to see. I want to make sure I'm making videos that you guys like, that you guys want to watch. So far, I know you guys like to watch the Heroes of the Storm videos, and I know you guys like to watch my deck spotlights. When I hit, I want to say about 1,000 subscribers is my goal right now, and I'm pushing for that goal, advertising my videos as best as I can. Once I hit that goal, I think I'll be able to start doing more that I've wanted to do. I've wanted to start streaming. I used to stream League of Legends a lot back in the day, and a little bit of Hearthstone when I first got in the alpha, but it's very difficult to get recognized, especially in the competitive world of Twitch. There are just so many people streaming these games in Twitch, and you end up at the bottom of the list with one or two viewers, and you just can't get any recognition. It's just near impossible. No one even knows that you're there. It's just not worth it. So I had to stop streaming for a long time. It wasn't working for me. But now that I'm partnered with TGN, I think I will start streaming again, but not until I get at least 1,000 views. But after that, I'll do some daily streams, maybe with Hearthstone and with Heroes of the Storm. I'd gladly do those. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd like to play with some other personalities. That'd be a lot of fun. And I'd like to play other games too. I don't want to turn this into just a Let's Play channel with all kinds of random crap that you guys aren't interested in, because I know there are people that really enjoy Let's Plays, that love watching JonTron and let's see, PewDiePie, or whoever the other Let's Play people are out there. Day9, I think, does a lot of them. Husky, StarCraft, and Total Biscuit. Let's Plays are great and all, but I don't want to flood my channel with them. I want to keep this kind of Heroes of the Storm, Blizzard oriented, but if there's other stuff that I can fit in there, I'd gladly do it. I just don't want to overload you guys, because I know that people don't want to see just go onto their list and they got 3 new videos from me, and they just don't have time to watch them all. Small doses, I think, is an important thing. Sorry, my nose is a little running right now. Videos in small doses. If there are any games that you guys would be interested in seeing me play, I'm not going to play League of Legends, and I'm not going to play Dota. I played Dota for a little bit. It wasn't my style. And League of Legends, I'm pretty much done with. I pick it up from time to time just to indulge my friends. And I get a little enjoyment out of it. I do. But this game is just so much better than League of Legends. This is that example right there of that standing on the point just to stop the point even though you're going to die on the point thing. Very, very horrible idea. Just saying. I shouldn't have helped that Lily out, but oh well, we tried. So guys, let me know in the comments below. That was a bad idea. Yes, it was. Let me know in the comments below what games you guys want to see me play, what videos you guys like, what videos you don't like. If you have ideas for new series or new things I could do with this game, let me know. We do have 3 more heroes coming out sometime this week. There's Chen Stormstout is the next hero coming out, followed by Anubarak and Asmodan. You can expect another poke for all those guys listening to all their cool poke sound effects. And I will eventually do a video that has all of the taglines that people say. Like, I've heard Diablo and the Demon Hunter next to each other, they say some cool lines, and I'll have a video for all those eventually too. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see on my channel, and I will more than happily indulge you guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm an entertainer. I'm here to entertain guys. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you like the content. Thank you for listening to my rant. If it was too boring, I apologize. I'll see you all tomorrow. Back to real games. Let's do this. Have a good one.